Hey everybody, it's Lon.TV, and you know I've been a big fan of the Nintendo Switch since it came out. I've been having a lot of fun with it, but one thing I've been looking to do is have it connect to more televisions throughout the house, but I didn't want to spend $89 on a dock to do that. But a company called Nyko, who's been making these game accessories for a while, has just come up with this little thing called the Portable Docking Kit. And this is a full dock that you can use with your Switch that costs about half the price. It's selling for about $45 on Amazon right now, whereas the Switch dock, the official one, is selling for $86 or so. So we're going to take a look at this and see if it is just as good as the original dock here in just a second. But I do want to let you know, in the interest of full disclosure, that I paid for this with my own funds. All the opinions you're about to hear are my own. Nobody is paying for this review, and no one is reviewing this content before it is posted. So let's take a look now at the hardware. This in many ways is just kind of a basic USB Type-C dock from a build quality standpoint. Not the highest quality plastic here. It feels pretty lightweight and not all that sturdy, but it does seem to hold the Switch in place pretty nicely. One of the problems with the Switch is that even though it uses USB Type-C, it is not using a standard docking mechanism here for getting video out of it. So you can't just go out and buy any USB-C dock. You have to get something made specifically for the Switch. And I think this is one of the first major third-party devices that is. And what you do here is you just put your Switch down on top of the connector, and those two little pegs there line up with the holes here on the bottom. And if you have it connected to a television, it will then route everything to the TV, which I'll show you in a second. And you can adjust it a little bit on here, and what they've packed into the bottom of it is a little kickstand here that you put on the back of the connector, like so, to give you a little more stability in the back there. So if you are playing without a television, if you just want to use this as a stand to charge the device and play with some friends or something, you do have some adjustability, but they recommend putting this plastic piece in. When you're not using it, it goes in the bottom here, but it keeps popping out on me because it's very easy to slide out, so I think this might be something you'll lose over time. Now, they are billing this as a portable dock, but I was concerned that the connector here on the top does not retract. It always sticks straight up in the air, so you want to be careful when you're traveling with it. I thought it would have been pretty cool if it would just fold itself backwards or something, so you can keep that connector partially protected from travel, but unfortunately this is all it will do. This is as far back as it goes without it breaking, so just be careful there. On the back though, you do have an HDMI output. You've got USB 3.0, two USB 2.0 ports, and AC in, which is a USB Type-C connector, and they give you some useful stuff in the box to make all this work, namely a really nice AC adapter here. This is a USB-C AC adapter, so you can plug it directly into the dock or plug it into the bottom of your Switch here and charge it without the dock being with you, so that's pretty useful to get in the box. The cable on it is about 6 feet long for the AC adapter here, and they also have an HDMI cord in the box that gives you 8 feet of length, so you get a good amount of cable in the box here for the cost of admission, which I thought was nice to really give you the full package here to get everything working properly. So now let's take my monitor out here and see if this works as a Nintendo dock replacement. Let's get that going and take a look. All right, so I've got the dock all hooked up here. The monitor is ready to go. We've got my Nintendo Switch here running with the Rabbids game here. I've been having a lot of fun with the Rabbids game. So I attached it here. The Switch detected that it was connected to a dock here, and now it looks like we are good to go. I can take out my Pro controller. I've got a review of this on the channel too if you want to check that out. And here we go. So we've got the game playing here just like it does on my regular dock, and I could then, of course, just pop it out of the dock. It's a little more effort here to get it out than the standard dock, but you can see here the Switch is switching between the two here relatively effortlessly, although there is a little more of a tug needed to get this thing off of its dock there. And as you can see here, it is charging as well. So overall, this does seem to accomplish what it sets out to do. This is a third-party dock that delivers all of the functionality of the much more expensive first-party dock, so that's a good thing. The build quality on it, though, is not great. I think this backplane thing here is a bit clumsy. The connectors here don't feel all that great. It does take a little bit of an effort to get the Switch out of here when you're done with it. There is a bit of a wobbliness to it. So it's not the best quality product from a build standpoint, but it does work. And for me, I really just needed something that worked. I didn't want to spend 86 bucks to hook up an additional TV in the house. This will get the job done, and I'm not going to travel with it all that often, so I'm not as concerned about the build quality here. But if you are traveling frequently, just be careful with it. I don't think it's going to hold up all that well to a lot of abuse, but it does get you something for a lot less money that works nicely. Nice long cables in the box. You get everything you need. You don't have to shuffle your AC adapter around with you, and it does do what I wanted it to do. So that is a good thing. I can recommend this for now, but I am a little concerned about its long-term durability. This is Lon.TV. Thanks for watching. This channel is brought to you by my Patreon supporters, including gold level supporters, the Black Eyed and Blues Music Hour podcast, Chris Allegretta, John Prawl, William Miller, and Kalyan Kumar. If you want to help the channel, you can by contributing as little as $1 a month. Head over to Lon.TV/Patreon to learn more. And don't forget to subscribe. Visit Lon.TV/S.